Hi, everyone. Roger Connect, President, Universal Accounting Center. I'm here with Viswa to discuss a few things related to the training we're providing there in India. And I'm excited to actually have this discussion because, Viswa, I know you have some questions for me.
Yes, Roger. Thank you. Thanks for your time. And the most of the questions our students will have are how does the certification program help them save time and money?
Excellent question. This is a very important one because obviously everyone is interested in saving both their time and money. So let me address that. Essentially what it is when you go to a college or university, you're being trained in accounting that's related to very large businesses, large corporations, working in an accounting department. But so often accounting opportunities exist within small to medium-sized businesses where an individual may actually be the entire accounting department, doing all of the accounting transactions and preparing the financial reports. And the training we offer is specifically designed to meet that need. It's exclusively designed to help a person have the confidence to be a full-charge bookkeeper. The way that it saves time is that the program's designed to be done in about 4 weeks. Generally speaking, the average person finishes in about 4 to 6 weeks. And this is far different than taking the time to do an associate's or a bachelor's degree, taking history classes, dance classes, math classes. This is very focused on accounting and bookkeeping procedures. And for that reason, it's very specialized. Now, when you look at the training from a cost perspective, obviously you're comparing a semester's cost, what it would cost to enroll with us, versus doing a year or more of studies elsewhere. And so the time and the savings financially are very, very obvious.
And the other question they might have is how does the certification help them getting placed in big corporations or companies like MNCs and etc.?
Well, first of all, what we all need to recognize is on our resumes, we need to be able to show that we've taken a proactive approach to getting trained and receiving the skills we need for employment. And so when you're able to show that you proactively went out and took additional courses, received training, got certified from a third-party entity is showing that you actually have the skills that an employer is looking for, that allows you to rise above all the other people applying. And as you rise above the applicants with a recent certification, it helps you become that one that's selected in that final interviewing process. What you have to understand is the way they're trying to perhaps identify with whom they should meet is just basically skills and recentness of the skills. If they're skills that they received, such as a degree 5-10 years ago, that's far different than just this last year or in this last month and past certification trainings related to the accounting profession. And so our hope is to give you the skills to rise to the top of that list and obviously get the interviews and employment that you're looking for.
Okay, so here are off the topic few questions like where our students want to hear like what comes to your mind when you think of India?
Oh, probably tigers, the Taj Mahal. I would definitely say coming there and eating some food. I'm definitely interested in curry and such.
Okay, so you want to visit Taj Mahal and meet some tigers when you are here?
Of course. I think what goes on, in fact, I'll actually just share with you. I recently was at a conference, and when I was staying there at the hotel, there was an Indian wedding, and it was a very, very, very large affair, and there were just hundreds of individuals involved, and they were all beautifully, beautifully dressed, and to see everyone in that wedding party, it was just a phenomenal experience. And so to come there and experience the culture would be wonderful.
Yeah. Weddings are big affair in India.
Oh, big deal. In most cultures they are, so yes.
Yes. So coming to the topic, what is your view on students who want to make a career in the accounting field?
Well, I jokingly say that accounting is perhaps the second oldest career. Ever since somebody had something, somebody wanted to keep track of it and account for it. And so accounting's been around forever. In fact, for the last 500 years since Fra Luca Pacioli came up with double entry accounting, debits and credits, accounting really hasn't changed. It's not going anywhere. In business, it's the way that people understand what's going on. It's referred to as the language of business. So if you're looking for a very stable career, where you have sure employment and you're willing to get paid what you're worth, accounting is a great place to commit yourself, because regardless of where you're going, every place you go as a company is going to need your accounting skill sets. And so it's a skill set that will never be lacking.
Okay. We have the last question here. What benefits students can expect after completion of the course?
Well, one of the things that I think a lot of people appreciate is they become a member of a unique group or community, and it's where you have a peer of individuals that are like you, who've basically furthered their skills in accounting, and you have access to this community to get help and get ideas and really get suggestions as to what you could do next to improve yourself. But the other part that I think is helpful is Universal Accounting Center offers, with our training, 12 months of coaching and support. So after going through the training, when you get into a real world situation, you're at an employer or working with a client and there's a question that comes up, rather than being at a loss and not knowing what to do next, you can reach out to your coaches and get some real good advice as to how to address a real world situation related to accounting. And I think that support builds your confidence to know that you're not alone. If there's ever a question that arises, you're able to go out and actually speak with a seasoned accountant professional, and in that situation get some great advice as to what you ought to be doing. And so I think that really helps people become a lot more competent, because they have a team or a resource for the next 12 months to lean back on.
Yeah, definitely. That would help in the early stages of our students' career.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Roger. Thanks for your time.
You're very, very welcome. No, this is a pleasure. I'm glad we got to address these questions, and I think they're very important questions to answer, and I appreciate this opportunity. Just understand this. At Universal Accounting, since 1979, we're committed to your success, because if it's about accounting, it is universal. Take care.
Bye. Bye, Roger.